Hi and welcome to Beach Bumbling. We've got a treat for you today. We're going to take you with us on a boat tour of 7 bays here in Huatulco, Mexico. Along the way, we're going to stop at a couple beaches, and we had the opportunity to snorkel at one if we wanted to. I did, and did something stupid.
We'll grab a bite to eat at a beach club at Bahia San Augustin. And of course, in true beach bumbling form, there will be some drinks. There will also be some games, some dancing, and we'll make some new friends.
At night, we're going to go to La Crucecita to get some happy hour drinks, and then we're going to get something cheap and tasty to eat in an unlikely place. All that and more. Let's go. Good morning from Huatulco. Today we're going on a 9-bay tour of... 7-bay tour. We got a catamaran. It's going to take most of the day. We're going to do some snorkeling, and we'll get lunch and provided. I think drinks included in that?
Nope. Just lunch.
Oh, well that sucks. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. A couple beaches in here, I think, today. Hopefully we'll get the drone up. It's not flying the best right now, but we'll figure it out. The bus picked us up in front of our hotel about 10 in the morning. The tour is supposed to go to 5 roughly. We paid 700 pesos per person. That's $350 deposit and $350 when they pick you up. Smile.
Hola.
Hola. Is this the boat tour?
Yeah.
Eric and Karen.
Eric.
There were a couple vendor stalls right at the entrance of the marina. You get things like shirts, water shoes, you can get goggles. If you want to go snorkeling, you can get the waterproof cases that your phone goes in so you can take pictures and video underwater, things like that.
The snorkel is for rent.
The last thing I did when we left the hotel room was unpack my snorkel gear because we thought it'd be included. So that's why I was so pissed. Here's a little tip. If you get there early enough, you can pick your spot on the boat. You can sit on the bottom or the top level. We wanted the top because we thought we'd be able to see things better from up there and there'd be more of a breeze. It was shaded, but keep in mind that some of these boats don't have shade on the top, so that could be a super hot day. You're going to want shade. Both levels of the catamaran were full today, and we were the only non-Mexicans on the boat, which we really don't care about that, but it does come back kind of in a funny way later in the story. It's important to know that you're not going to stop at all the bays and go to like all these beaches. So the first one we are going to go by would be Playa La Entrega, but we did a couple videos on that. You can check those out. You're going to see it up a lot closer in those videos than you would from this boat. Right after that, you're going to see the lighthouse up there. It's called the Lighthouse in the Bays of Huatulco, and anybody we asked where to watch a sunset from, they suggested that place.
June, this area looks harsh, dry, desert, no culture, nothing we can grow, nothing, absolutely. You see how we have those walls of granite and the soil full of cacti.
We were the only 3 on the boat who didn't speak Spanish, and we really appreciated that the captain still took the time to do the tour in both Spanish and English.
Some 15 days, it'll be a lot of seabirds. Many of them. Así es, falcon. Asparverius falcon. Miren, el halcón quiere un pájaro. Y lo agarró. In 15 days, from December to March, the ocean doesn't move. It's so quiet because it's full of seaweed, krill, plankton, and the sea level goes down 3 meters. And we jump over those rocks, you know, picking those barnacles, picking good eating shells. We jump over those rocks and we get some limpets.
This almost deserted beach is called Playa del Organo.
Organo? What the hell?
And there in the background, you're going to see Playa el VIOLIN. Playa Organo. You can't drive a car to it. You got to walk through the jungle to get there for about 10 minutes or take a small boat. It's a protected area, so there's not any restaurants or services on this beach. It's about 250 meters long, and I've read there's really good snorkeling there. Up around the next bend is Playa Maguey. We spent an afternoon there at one of the beach restaurants. Plenty to pick from. It's a pretty nice beach. If you want to see more of that, check out the beach walk video. It'll be linked in the video description below. Yes, that is not the Loch Ness Monster sticking its head up there.
I've got a turtle head poking out.
And now for something completely different.
I mentioned earlier in the video that we're the only 3 people on the boat that didn't speak Spanish. And one thing that we absolutely love about the Mexican people is they include you in everything. They made us feel so welcome on that boat. They even got my ass up dancing, and that is not an easy thing to do. So kudos to the Mexican people for making us feel so welcome. They made our day so much better. Stay tuned for the boat ride back to Santa Cruz when the water's a bit rough and they're line dancing. The next stop of the tour is Bahia Chachacual, where there's a national park. We're going to do some snorkeling there today at Chachacual Beach.
Jamie and I really enjoyed Chachacual Beach while Eric was out snorkeling. It was probably my favorite of the day, also the least busy. There's no concession stands there at all. There was an older gentleman there with a table of booze and a bunch of coconuts on the ground. So you could get a coconut water, warm, or you could get a coconut with alcohol in it. We were really included by the fellow passengers, the bunch of teachers that were celebrating there. They all went in the water. We were going to go in. Jamie was hesitant because she thought it was cool. It wasn't. It was super nice. And they were yelling at us to just take the plunge, basically. So that was cool. Really relaxing beach. I think you could rent umbrellas and sunbeds there. We were just there for a short time, so we just took some shade by some trees on the left-hand side. I don't know, really liked it. I could have had a nap there and spent the whole afternoon.
So if you're paying attention, you're going to remember that I said we were the only non-Mexicans on the boat and that I did something stupid when I was snorkeling. So I was kind of off on my own, doing my own little thing, snorkeling. I looked up and saw our group was headed back to the boat, so I followed them, got in line, got up on the boat, was headed up to the top level. That's where we were hanging out. And I wasn't halfway up there and somebody said, "Hey, are you supposed to be on this boat?" And I looked around like it was all Mexican people. That's who was on my boat. And since I hadn't been on the bottom since we got on the boat, I had no idea who was on the bottom. I just knew there would have been Mexican. And I realized at that time I am not on the right boat. So yeah, that happened.
I tried to get the captain to leave before Eric got on the right boat with us, but since he wouldn't do that, we all ended up getting a late lunch at our last stop of the day, San Augustine. The water here was very calm, and there's a lot of beach restaurants to choose from if you're looking for some food, drinks, or just a break from the sun. We came here to restaurant SICCARU y LAYLA, which is roughly in the middle of the beach, and here's a look at the menu.
Both the food and drink menus are pretty extensive here, and if you like Mexican food and couldn't find something to eat on this menu, then you definitely weren't trying. We'll show you what we had to eat and how much it cost, but before that, there was a beach vendor walking by, so I waved him over to see what he was selling. Let's have a look. How much for those?
300, the order.
For all of them?
Yes.
How much for one?
50.
50 pesos?
50.
What?
30.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Eden.
Steven? Whoops.
Where are you from? What's your name?
I'm Eric from Ontario. Look at those.
Pero ya se los comieron.
Never had one before. I've never tried it.
A few moments later.
Sorry, Sevilla chicken? Yep. Gracias, señor.
To Victoria?
You have, yeah.
Moment, please.
There's lots of options to eat on this beach. The food's probably going to vary from each restaurant, but one thing that will not vary is this view. It's absolutely gorgeous. The margarita's coming.
Yeah.
What is that?
Black beans.
Black beans.
Oh, okay.
Caca.
That's fun.
All right, this is our fish, Saul's head. So that's good.
Fish fillet?
Fish fillet. I'm not sure what that is. That pineapple?
No.
No.
Some kind of vegetable, but I'm not sure what.
This is chicken.
Quesadillas.
Yep.
A lot of chicken in that. All right. And how much did this ship cost? Do we know? All right, so we paid 200 for the fish fillet, but we're sharing it. And Jamie paid $130 for 4 chicken quesadillas. Mini ones, but
Yeah.
that's the size of a taco though. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I already forget what all.
All right, so this is VERACRUZ style, which is like peppers and tomatoes, onion. Is that an olive?
Yeah.
And an olive. And
already ate
rice.
Lots of bay leaves.
Some bay leaves.
Maybe
yeah.
they eat them here because there's lots in here. And
This is
veg-
mahi too. I don't know if I mentioned that.
This vegetable's weird.
Does it have any taste? What does it taste like?
Oh, good. I don't know what that is. I don't try vegetables. That's not true.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to try that.
It's pretty good. The boat tour let us hang out here for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. Just long enough to get something to eat and check the beach out. And I did a beach walk, and that'll be in the next video on our channel. This is a little bit of a sneak preview of what you're going to see. My calves are so fucking. Oh my god.
Want some cake?
What do you got there?
Cake.
Lemon cream.
Lemon crema.
And?
Mucho bueno.
So you got a fan?
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Try it.
A nice set of nuts there, bud.
He got Jamie's
Quesadilla.
Oh, that explains things.
Try it. It's good.
My Christ, I am
60
sweating.
pesos, if you want to
I
know.
forgot how to shut this off. I'm so stupid right now.
Can't think 'cause it's so hot.
I'm too hot. If you end up coming to the beach, you're going to come across a couple of these very well-mannered dogs. All they want something to eat. You can tell he's a little bit skinny there. So we gave him some chicken quesadillas, as Karen said earlier. We ended up getting an order of chicken quesadillas, an order of VERACRUZ fish, 4 beers, 2 margaritas. That was 900 pesos, or 62.25 Canadian, or 44.75 US. Jamie also had that piece of cake for 60 pesos. That's about 4.15 Canadian, or 2.90 US. So we're back on the boat now, taking one last look at St. Augustine. And now it's time to head back to Santa Cruz. And what better way to close out the day than a drinking game on the way home?
You're gonna go and drink 10 seconds from the pink bottle. 10 seconds. 1, we count. 1 second. Dice que un segundo, no, es castigo, que no se haga.
All right, a couple things here you need to know. We're basically playing hot potato, but with a bottle of booze. So they put music on, and you'd pass it around the whole boat, and if it stopped when you were holding it, you had to go up to the chair and you had to drink out of the bottle for 10 seconds while the guy squirted it in your mouth.
Y viene muy lejos, le vamos a contar 20. Le vamos a contar despacito, despacito.
Long story short, we're going to count to 20 for me instead of 10.
Fonsi. Fonsi, Luis Fonsi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
look, I know we mentioned this before, but I cannot overstate how much better the patrons on that boat and the captain and all the crew made our day. Definitely recommend you guys do this. We had so much fun. So naturally, after a drinking game, you got to have some more dancing.
Taking it up a notch.
Eso. Vea, acá abajo todos bailan, ¿no? Llegamos, presentamos delfines. Las más bellas imágenes de esto. Se llama Trivio.
We're coming near the end of the cruise here, so we're going to catch the sunset right in the water, which isn't an easy thing to do in Huatulco based on where the beaches are located. And then we're going to head back into the marina and call it a day. This is us just heading back into the Bay of Santa Cruz to the marina. Very good day. Full day though. If you want to do something that takes a full day up, this is definitely something that should be on your radar. This marina gets crazy busy with boats at the end of the day. When we walked through Santa Cruz earlier in the week, during the day there was hardly any boats in there, so this is packed. For 700 pesos for an entire day, we were very pleased with that. We hopped in a cab and caught a ride back to the Villa Blanca Hotel where we're staying. Went upstairs, had a shower, got ready, and then we were off to Hot Rockin' Burgers. We know we like their happy hours, so we're going to check it out again. If you watch our other videos, you know this is one of our favorite places in Huatulco to go for drinks. So 4 margaritas later and 150 pesos, we thought we'd go find some street food. We saw this sign at the road and looked down the alley, and there's this little place here. It looked like they were still open, so here's the menu. Wasn't a whole lot going on there, but like I said, we'd never had a TLYAUDA before. We thought we'd give that a go. Hola. So we just went to our favorite 2-for-1 margarita place called Hot Rockin' Burgers. We don't normally go back to a place, but we did. And there's this little TLYAUDA, and what else do we have here?
We'll show you the sign.
Yeah, we'll show you the sign on the way out. Sopes and
Tostadas.
And tostadas. Little place here on the side. So we thought we'd check that out. And yeah, we'll let you know how it is. We don't know what it costs yet, so
Or how long
it's going to be. I'll let you know. I actually think they might have. I think they were in closing when we came here. Because
they had to restart.
They had to restart the fire up. So if we'd known that then, we would have told them not to bother, just because we didn't want to inconvenience them. But true to a Mexican form, they try to make you happy. The whole family's been out
to start
the fire, and we're not leaving until we get one because we feel like compelled to stay here. Yeah, a little sense of duty to do that, eh? So anyway, yeah, we love Mexico, so people are great. That's going to be it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. We got a lot more coming from Huatulco, so tune in next week. Hope to see you there. Cheers.